early 2000s. I'll say 2000s to the 2004 Terminator Cobra. If you guys know about these cars, these are not just any. This car is not just any kind of regular car. Nowadays, this car is a real. I'm saying like before. I know for a fact before there was the Hellcat Scat Packs or Jeep SRT, whatever, any kind of real wines, the Terminator Cobra was the original OG, and we're gonna be talking about this car today. And there's a reason why. If you guys been watching for the guys that have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that originally I mentioned this before that I'm a real Mustang guy, and I came from I really before I got into Mopar, I used to own a Mustang. I used to own a 2003 Ford Mustang GT, and it wasn't just a regular stock Mustang GT. I bought it from a cop back then. I think this time around this time I think I was around like probably 19, 20. That's when I got my first ever Mustang, and that car I learned how to drive stick shift on it. And it wasn't just a regular car, but I really can't. I'm still am. Don't get me wrong, I'm still am. I like the Mopar, but I'm real like on some real talk though. Like I'm a Dodge guy, but when it comes to any kind of like cars and stuff, Mustangs is where that's where I really started from with like the whole car stuff. So that's why I really started from with the whole car thing. And we're gonna be talking about the Ford Mustang Terminator Cobra. Some guys who might not know, this is the original real OG, in my personal opinion. Hellcat, Scat Pack, whatever car you want to call. This like the real like king of the street right here. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. This been like this car, the 2003 Ford Mustang Cobra been like a dream of. It's one of the cars that I gotta own. It's one of my dream cars growing up, still is. Um, Before I even got into trucks and stuff, Mustangs was like my real. It still is. It's like the car that I always wanted was a Mustang, and where I really started from. I owned, I think, two Mustang GT before in the past, and that's how I really got into the car thing. So I'm not gonna say that I always been a Mopar guy. I mean, I wouldn't really consider myself as a real stamp Mopar guy. I'll mainly say I am a Mopar guy now because I got a pickup truck for Dodge, the trucks. Yes, I'm a Mopar guy. But when it comes to like the real car stuff, like when I mean cars and stuff, I'm talking about Mustangs or Chevy or like I'm really like a Mustang guy. But when I don't just like the newer Mustangs, mainly like the old school. I'm saying 2004, 2003 Terminator Cobra. If you guys know, you're a real car guy, you guys know that the Cobra is one car that is a very special car, still is now. And it's crazy because like this car, the reason why I'm saying that this car is really like the king of the streets because number one, it's a car that they built probably early 2000s. I think early 2000. That's when it came out with the Terminator, I believe, 2003 or 2004, somewhere around there. And it's crazy to see a car being built to where it was like I think making probably already around like 450-ish. Back then, that was like a lot of power back then. But I'm saying now, if we talk about now, the reason why I still I put a stamp on that, meaning that the Terminator Cobra is always gonna be like, for me, in my personal opinion, the king of the streets because nowadays you got the Hellcat, you got the Scat Pack, you got all these little fast cars and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but when the Cobra, like the Cobras and stuff, what I like about them is you could build one of these cars now. It really doesn't take much for them to be able to push at least like 1,000 to the wheel, like even probably at least like 8, 9 something. You don't really got to do much to them, like, because they made them in a way where if you were to like add any kind of bolt on, it's like that. Nowadays, those cars could still be able to compete with those cars could still be able to compete with Scat Packs, Hellcats, way before they even come out. Like that's like the Cobra always had like a name. Any kind of road car guy would know and respect that the Cobra is a car that's not a car that anybody, like in my personal opinion, I might sound a little bit biased about it, but I just feel like it's one of them old school cars that muscle cars nowadays could shit on mainly most of these cars now. If it's built, don't get me wrong, if it's built the right way, you most definitely can make a good amount of power out of it. Let me take a sip of my drink right now. But you most definitely can make a good amount of power out of a 2003, 2004 Terminator Cobra. I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to see like comments and stuff on here, because I just started using this. I don't really know how to really see anything like that though. I don't know. Trying to see how to use the comment stuff on here to be able to read if somebody make a comment or something. But like I'm saying, if you a car guy, right? For the guys that really into like Mustangs and stuff, don't get me wrong. Even though Mustangs have like a kind of like a bad name because a lot of people tend to crash with them most of the time. But to be real with you guys, if I were right now, if I could buy any kind of, if I could buy any kind of, I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't say any kind of car, but I would say mainly like something in the price range for people who work a 9 to 5 still. Obviously, the Cobra you can still it's a car that you can still buy. I'm not talking about like a hundred and something thousand dollar car. I'm talking about like peep this, right? 2004 Terminator Cobra right now with probably 20K, 30K miles on there, very low miles. You're gonna probably be looking at least like 35, 40 grand, depending if it's stock, probably like 40. Bone stock probably gonna be like 40 or something like that. But you could get one for like 35, close to that, around that price range. Now, this is a car that was made with out of factory 450, I believe 450 horsepower or 400, somewhere around there. Now, you got the Hellcats and Scat Packs, whatever. I don't know much about them, but I'm gonna say they come out factory probably around like the same 4 or 5, or probably a little bit higher. Well, the Hellcats I know they do like I think 750 or something like that. Scat Packs probably around like the same ballpark as a Terminator Cobra. So now a Cobra really like is a car that, like I say, is made to handle a lot of power simply by you doing like little add-on modifications and stuff. Don't really got to do anything too crazy because it's already built into the way that it's made for you for driving fast with it and stuff like that. But now, like, I would not pick any kind of, if I could buy any kind of car right now, I wouldn't even pick like Scat Pack, like some cars. I would just strictly just want to buy just a 2004 or 2003 Terminator Cobra and just strictly build that. And the crazy part about it, before I even got this truck, a lot of you guys not, that was my original plan before getting this truck. And I effed up. Like I wouldn't say I effed up, but I kind of rushed the process to where I could have owned a 2003 or 2004 Terminator Cobra. But it got to the point where the real reason was because I was impatient. Number two was I couldn't find anything close by where I'm at, PA. Like, you really have to go outside of like PA. You got to really travel to find yourself a real good, decent, low miles, something that's not been touched or messed with, Cobra. So my plan was to buy a Cobra and build, pretty much like make my YouTube channel based on about that car. But at that time, it was like so much going on. Now how it is, the price for these cars, like Cobras, prices is starting to like go. It's crazy. It like surprised. I remember seeing I seen on Facebook Marketplace somebody wanted for a 2003 Ford Mustang Terminator Cobra. He wanted around like at least I think like 50, 60K, which wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't say overpriced. It's a little bit over because I mean the miles on there were super low. But my point I'm trying to make is I feel like in today's time frame that we at, the 2003, 2004 Terminator Cobra was be king of the streets. No matter what you say or whatever they she's. It was my personal opinion because I feel it's one of the cars where it's it just holds value. Like real car guy, you would know that if you see anyone, if you ever see that car pull up next to you or whatever, you know it's a real deal. You know, it's not like no scap or cat, whatever, and stuff like that. But I'm just giving you guys my own personal opinion on this. I'm about to head to the gym. I hope you guys, you know, try to make your day as productive as you can. But I'm gonna stop yapping a lot. But so I'm trying to keep doing this live stuff every day. So if you guys have any kind of topic y'all want me to talk about, definitely feel free to leave a comment down below or let me know, man. Any kind of car y'all want to talk about. At the end of the day, I'm a car guy, so that's what I like to talk about, and I like cars. So make sure you guys leave that comment down. Leave a leave something down. Like leave a you want to see me making videos about cars, whatever this and that, or talk cars. Um, leave it down in the comment. Leave it down in the comment section. You need some ideas sometimes, you guys, but help me. As long as if it's something that makes sense, though. If it's not, if it's not, I say probably make a video on it. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you for time out this video. If you guys subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help support the channel. Like help support. It would definitely mean a lot. And make sure you make a day count.